EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the New England Patriots. Of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Looking to throw. Corcoran. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them running the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. He's going to try and do this himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he'll decide to keep this once more. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To throw on 3rd down. Corcoran. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Corcoran. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Operating from the gun, Corcoran throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. Looking to throw. Corcoran. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And some room to maneuver. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's first and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. From the gun, Corcoran. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Second and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And now here's a carry heading left. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And this one is right through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Runs over him, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right.
He'll let this go deep for runs. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Off the play fake. Corcoran. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off-play action. Corcoran. And it's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The first throw for the backup, Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson buying time to his left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Looking to throw. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. A throw right side taken in by the tight end, Gray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnose perfectly there.
And his maximum speed there, according to the next-gen stats, 21.9 miles per hour.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Forced out to his left. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. He'll keep it himself. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field. That's on Shaq Mason, the guard. Back to throw. Corcoran. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Stops shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. the play fake. Corcoran. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 68 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Corcoran. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Looking to throw. Corcoran. Complete to Hilton. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the deep. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly because they're not even over.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. Room here to run. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Sam Sloman now for the point after. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6.
Makes the score Patriots 17, Chiefs 6.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Patriots will take over here just shy of the 30. As a quarterback, Charles, you have to imagine that he knew that heat was coming there on that snap. And this time, the pressure forces him into an interception.
Absolutely he knew, and maybe that's a spot in other...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off play action. Corcoran escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration. I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there for the Patriots. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake. Corcoran, he'll buy some time right. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. An injured player on the field. Oh, boy, is that who I think it is? Yeah, that's Lamar Jackson. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. They go play action here on 1st down. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. The Pats at the line ready to go. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 110 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better really as the night's gone on. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep for Hilton. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled. Pretty impressive.
Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Jackson on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Rolling to his right. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
To put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Looking deep for Hilton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus. And